Hi Virgo, welcome back if you're returning, and welcome to the Power of Three and me. My name's Amber, if you were unaware of that. This is your general monthly reading for June 2025. It's what you need to know this month, and there'll be no word from the Holy Spirit this month, and I don't know when that will return. Um, what I am doing is informing my anybody that watches or the subscribers that show up or whatever. Not that anybody said anything, but just making you aware that I do have a huge bag of white sage that I'm looking at right there. I have Palo Santo sticks, and I do these things with my decks, my work area. I just don't do it on camera. But I was guided to start using a spray on my hands, which is white sage and Palo Santo, and I can't use it full strength because I did the first time and I was gagging on it. So, just because I'm like that. Of course, I got an itch on my nose and went like this, and then it was up my nose, and then I felt like I was eating it by the end of it. So, I watered it down, and yeah, I'll just do that from now on. I might get myself a different. They had lavender and all that kind of stuff. But I like the white sage and the Palo Santo. That's what I use. So anyway, just letting you guys know that I do that, and I will be doing this. We're going to be reading from your overall energy is the Kuan Yin Oracle this month. I'll be reading you the message. So Virgo, without further ado, here's what you need to know. June 2025, from the Holy Spirit, your faith has saved you. Go in peace. Round and round the garden like a teddy bear. Hmm. Distractions, stalling. I don't know. You'll probably know if it's going to resonate with you. It probably will right there. Stalling at anything. Let's see what comes out for you. What is the Fuanian Oracle? June 2025. Thank you to the Holy Spirit, my guide to peace. Being here with Virgo. That was quick. You got, uh, you're not the only one that got this one. Orchid, Priestess of Destiny. You're the second sign that got this, Virgo. Let's see what it says. It's card number 21. The Orchid Priestess of your highest spiritual destiny calls to you now. Beloved, she calls you to your purpose, path, and soul passion. You are called to rise again and again to live up into your potential with all its uniqueness and beauty. She will call you always with her sweet flute playing deep in your heart, blossoms of orchid and chrysanthemum falling from her feet, stirring your heart to quest for your truest soul passion. I'm kind of getting a sense that there's been a huge attempt, maybe a lifetime, and to find out that maybe that path has been not the right one can be difficult. I can kind of see why you would rather just hang around there and play around the garden instead of venturing out and you've maybe spent a lifetime on a path that has been a waste of time. This is the sign of the times. I don't know why that left me, but okay, for Virgo, sign of the times, what is the supporting energy? You're being given an opportunity. Your faith has saved you. Go in peace. So there's an opportunity to go somewhere, literally, probably in the car. I don't know. Keys open doors. And seems to be a door of destiny here for you, Virgo, but for what, I don't know. Something to do with your soul purpose or getting on the right path. This is the Housewife Tarot we're using for the main spread for Virgo, June 2025. Why is good? What do they need to know? Well, Virgo, your destiny has arrived. But I can see why you might be a little hesitant to go because, it's hard sometimes not to be a little intimidated by the cover of said opportunity. Maybe it doesn't come in the form that you expected it, but just because it looks a little rough around the edges or doesn't seem like it came from a place that you would usually associate with doesn't mean that it's not good, doesn't mean that it's not right or true. Stability. This is what a Virgo is all about. Stability. But I feel like I almost feel like Virgo, like you have to bring yourself down. Like if you've been on the wrong path and the path that you're used to, people don't dress like that and they don't have an outer exterior of roughness. So that, as long as the person is pleasing to the eye, then they must be good on the inside. Well, that's maybe what you have to change. Your perception of Three of Swords. Like that's a cake, okay? That's a cake. How can a, a cake be heartbreaking? It's heart shaped. Maybe because somebody put their all into it and it tastes like crap or it didn't come out good, but they did their best for someone's birthday. I'm just trying to, for what many times as I've seen this Three of Swords out of this deck, I've never really questioned why they would choose a cake. It's just like, like the cake came out of the oven and it flipped upside down and it was no good. I don't know. What I do know is it somebody that looks like this? Would you want an opportunity from them? What they had to offer? Because I feel like this stability, it's like you've been up here all this time and you've never concerned yourself about the people and what goes on down here because they didn't look the way you're used to. You know what I mean? Like there's some people that just they come from a certain society and other people come from a different society. It doesn't make the other one any better because they're always dressed nice. They're always clean. They're always proper. They're always this. They're always that. And oh my, you know what I mean? That's what I'm kind of picking up on. Like somebody pulling up on a Harley, and they're probably a really awesome person, but the immediate interpretation of what you would get is what you're used to being around. So maybe you're trying to change that because you've met somebody, Virgo, that is rough around the edges, but boy, do they have a heart of gold. Boy, do you know that you could trust them further than you could ever trust any of the people that have been on the path behind you so far. Let's see what's at the bottom. Like I said, there's somebody now that you are has gotten your attention, and see the Nine of Swords is behind that. Look at this. Okay, it's just coming right in now. The Nine of Swords, right? Now look what's behind this. The Six of Wands, which is a victory card. But do you see the nosies? See the people, the nosies on the outside of the window? Those are the people I'm talking about because those are the people that you've associated with probably all your life. And these people would never, ever take an opportunity or be even interested in anything that somebody like this would have to say or do or offer. And behind that is the Tower. And behind that is the Hierophant. And behind that is the Wheel of Fortune. We're clarifying for you, Virgo, with the Tarot Illuminati. Sign of Virgo, please. Clarify the Knight of Swords. Princess of Cups, Page of Cups. The offer. Look. Now, do you see this scenario? You are the Page of Cups because you're not offering, you're receiving. This is being offered to you. You just don't see the hand there offering it. But it's like, me? You want to offer that to me? Do you see the difference here? Beauty and the Beast kind of thing? But because I can tell you right now, this offer has sustenance behind it. Okay. It's not a fake offer. They mean it. And it's solid and it's good. Four Wands. Yeah. Like I said, you gotta venture off that known way of being and thinking that you're used to and take a chance with somebody that you otherwise never would have. And I can tell you that your people that you've been associating with are like, yeah, they're gonna be on the outside looking in basically and seeing that it has been a big victory for you, but they don't approve. Doesn't matter. They don't approve. Three of Swords for Virgo. Five of Swords. Always. You're gonna shift and change paths. You're gonna have to fight your way out because people are gonna tell you you're doing the wrong thing. They'll say things to break your heart, just to make you stay, just to make you continue on thinking and functioning and looking at others the way they do. But it seems to me like you're telling these people, like this, whoever this Knight of Swords is, they've put the fight in you because you can tell, you can feel that it's this. The only one that can give you the assurance is the Holy Spirit Himself. Your faith has saved you. Go in peace. It's fine. Don't listen to those hoity-toities. Look, hoity-toities. Like people, church people. Church people are the worst. The worst. And behind that, Chariot. And behind that, well, look at that, the truth. And behind that, the Hermit, which is you, Virgo, because if you stop and think about it and follow that light, this light, this light. So now you're on a different path and it's dark and you don't have all the hoity-toities with you. Okay? Where is it? Right here. You don't have the hoity-toities with you anymore, right? You're on a different path now because somebody that would not be approved of. Oh, sure, you could go into them and conform to them. That's great. But you conforming to something that's being offered from this person? No. Mm-mm. Nada. But if the Holy Spirit says, yes, this is what I want you to do, despite all the pressure on you from the world not to, extra clarifying with the little baby mini Rider Waite tarot for Virgo, June 2025. Oh, that was horrible. I'm gonna have to do that again. That's right. Okay, Wheel of Fortune at the bottom, which we've seen twice now. Orchid, Priestess of Destiny with key opportunity. Again, it's general, so it doesn't matter what the opportunity is. If this, you'll know that this is coming in to give you a piece of advice for you, Virgo. And you're all on different stages of your life, so take it how it's moving you for yours. Four of Swords, you definitely have meditated and thought processed and hung out here playing round and round the garden with the Holy Spirit about this because you can feel the pressure from the Holy Spirit Himself that this is what you're supposed to do. But yet everything around you says, no, 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 no. But yet the Holy Spirit is saying, yes. Princess of Cups under this Knight of Swords. You have to follow the Holy Spirit. And the Holy Spirit speaks to you through your intuition, through your higher self, your your soul's path. That's what this is about. You're on the wrong path. So whether it's a religious path, I don't know. Take it how it applies. But you've got the keys and you've got the door in front of you. It's just that the door isn't appropriate for anybody you know. The Fool under four of wands. We're moving on up to the east side. There's a deluxe apartment in the sky. It's an old series, but movement, fast movement. What else do you expect? So you see how fast he can flip that blade, where it looks like you can't even. You see how fast those things move. You can't even keep track of what's in there. Five of Swords under the Three of Swords. The fight under the heartbreak. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. I just had three cards drop on the one I just spoke of here, the Knight of Swords. Two flipped up, one's down. I'm going to leave that there. We're going to continue to get this out. You're going to bang the table and proceed. Gee, you got to fight. Your path is changing, okay? And you're going to have to fight. You're going to have to tell these people, I'm sorry. I mean it. This is the way it's going to be now. And as heartbreaking as it is to have to be that way, maybe these people are so innate about holding on, and you're doing the wrong thing, and uh, you have no choice but to maybe hurt some feelings. Bottom of the deck, look at this. It's here under your rapid movement. Twice the Fool here. See, in case you forget. You are going to take the chance. You are being pushed by the Holy Spirit to move into the unknown. Okay? You don't know why you're procrastinating because, it's like, I really want to do this, but everything about what I know of this world so far is telling me no, but yet everything about my intuition and my soul is telling me yes. Now let's see. Now we're going to backtrack. This doesn't usually happen, but for you, Virgo, this is the way it's got to be. Literally. So the two that flipped up is the past and the Queen of Cups. Okay, and clarifying the Princess of Cups, where you're getting an offer. And it immediately, like, there's an immediate attraction. You know what I mean? That's that love at first sight thing. I'm not saying this is love, but maybe it's the opportunity. See what I'm saying? Because it's what you're meant to do. So it doesn't matter about what you've been taught your whole life. Throw it out. And if the people that are attached to that don't get it, throw them out too. Flipping this over, look at this. This is what they're saying to you. You can't, they're the devil. You can't. Look at them, they're the devil. You can't do that. All right, Virgo. I hope that the what you need to know has been clear. This is the daily guidance angel oracle that we're going to close this energy out with and give you a message to take away. The sign of Virgo, thank you so much for being here with Virgo. And they're what they need to know, June 2020. What advice would you give them to take away and close this energy out safely? That's way too much. Wow. See only love. Hmm. The past, the seeming errors, mistakes, and misunderstandings, and see only the love within each person, including yourself. Your resolute focus upon the love that underlies every situation brings about healing in undreamed of ways. Right, undreamed of ways. Take an offer from somebody that you never would dream otherwise, maybe a year ago, whatever, your whole life. Would you stay away from somebody like that? And now this is going to shift and transform you the way the Holy Spirit wants you. You thought you were doing the right thing. Well, you got to do the right thing now because you're being called by the Holy Spirit. Your faith has saved you. Go in peace. Go. Go. Stop doing that. Stop it. Stop. Go. And you got an opportunity. You've got the keys. The keys are being handed to you. The door's there. The opportunity's there. Don't say no because you don't like the cover because of it's the whole point of it is to change that, you know? Anyway, Virgo, I'm gonna leave it there and I hope that the message has been clear and I hope also I have been clear. I'm just gonna not I don't know. I'm just gonna go now and leave you to your peace and be and I'm gonna sit and watch the views go away on my videos, the subscribers go away. but I show up anyway because this is what I meant to do, even though I have every single force in this world that I am not of against me. Of course, I think I should be handed the award on YouTube for sticking it out as long as I have with next to nothing for views. So, or you know what I mean? Like, check it out. Go ahead. I welcome anybody to go to the Power of Three in Me. You'll see my little old picture there. Go, go through the videos. Check it out. See the jump. I was getting there where I was in the views of the realm of my subscribers, which is all I asked. Not complaining about my subscriber number, although it's 300, was 350. That's was my, and then of course they had to knock it right down to 49, and it's at 349 for quite a while. And then just yesterday, well, it dropped down to 348 because they do it to me every single month. I don't think you people are unsubscribing. No, you don't. But this is what I have to look forward to each and every time I close out a video. So just know, heartbreak is not just for you. Okay? Virgo, take care of yourself till I see you again. Bye for now.